Namaskar. Welcome to the example number 26 for the event Professional Prospects. In this example, we are going to study a male chart who started his business along with his partners or friends on sale of the car spare parts. He started the business in June 2018. Within 3 months period, he had a big loss in the business, and in early September 2018, he lost and also closed the business. So business started in June 2018 and closed in 2018 September early itself because of the huge loss. So we are going to study this interesting case. How come the destiny is supportive for the native to start a business, and also it is supportive for the loss, and how come the Dasa Lord and Bugdi Lord and Antra Lord also supportive for the same? How come the same period started supported for the starting of the business, and also within the same period, within few months, he lost the business in the same Dasa Bugdi Antra? That we are going to study in this video. Example 26, loss in business and also closed. Now let us examine the birth chart with the help of the EPS tables. This is the birth chart of that male native who was born on 10th May 1990, 3:03 a.m., born in Maharashtra. Before proceeding further on the self-signification study, let us have a discussion on the general study on the birth chart. Let me open the North Indian chart. Now let us have a general study on the birth chart. This native is born in which Lagna? Aquarius Lagna. Lagna is Aquarius, falling in the star of the Lagna is in the star of Saturn, star of Jupiter, right? Now let us check the rulers of the 10th cusp. 10th cusp is falling in the sign of Sagittarius. 11th cusp also falling in the sign of Sagittarius. Both 10 and 11 ruler are Jupiter. Jupiter is the 10th lord, and 10th cusp is falling in the star of Ketu, sub of Venus. Jupiter is posted in the 4th house and is 10th lord, 11th lord occupying 4th house in the sign of Mercury. That Mercury is there in the 2nd house. So 10, 11, 4 and also 2nd house are supportive for the business prospects and earning. And I'm talking about only that planet where it is posted, right? And that 10th lord is influenced by any planet. No planet is aspecting. Jupiter is not aspected by 7th aspect. Saturn is not aspecting Jupiter. And Mars also not aspecting Jupiter. But only Venus occupying the first house as per the degree. I mean, Venus is in the Pisces sign. It is influencing or giving support to the Jupiter. And Jupiter is aspecting to Mars. So, but Jupiter is not influenced by other planet. Only Jupiter is getting the support of the Venus by occupying its sign, and also Jupiter in the sign of Mercury. So otherwise they are all fine only. And Jupiter star lord is Ketu. Sorry, that is 10th cuspal star lord is Ketu. Ketu, where it is posted, Ketu in the 5th house, in the sign of moon, and that moon is posted in the 8th house as 6th lord and occupying 8th house. So Ketu, 10th cuspal star lord is Ketu. Ketu is occupying 5th house in the sign of moon 6, 8. So this grouping is not so good. 5, 6, 8 grouping by the 5th, 10th cuspal star lord, it is not so good. It is indicating some weakness. That Ketu also in the nakshatra of Mercury Mercury is fourth lord, fifth lord, occupying second house. So fifth house is supportive for the opposite people or partners, but not good for the, for the gain for the native in the business. It is indicating some weakness. And 10th cuspal sublord is Venus. Venus is posted in the first house in the sign of Jupiter, that is 10th lord. So that is fine only, but Venus is third lord and eighth lord. So third house is good for the sales, marketing, everything, and fourth house also favorable for business because that is a favorable house only. But eighth house is connected, eighth house and fifth house are all support. They are all indicating some weakness. That 10th cuspal sublord Venus is aspected by Saturn, who is the 11th lord and Lagna lord from, 12th lord, Lagna lord from the 11th house. So Saturn is Lagna lord, 12th lord from the 11th house, aspecting to the Venus, 3-8 significator. So 10th cuspal star sublord Venus is aspected by the Saturn, Lagna Lord, 12th Lord from the 11th house. So this 8th house and 12th house grouping to the third house, to the 10th house are all not so good, and that is indicating some sort of obstacles and struggle, affliction to the 10th house matters. It indicates what? 10th Lord planet, that is Jupiter, star Lord Ketu, sublord Venus, are all supportive, signifying third house and sixth house and 10th house, 11th house, they're all fine. But they are also, and fourth house also fine, but they are also strongly indicating fifth house and eighth house also strongly indicating, and also 12. This is, they are not good to the 10th house matter. They can give troubles or losses as well. So that we can finally find only in the extended signification. As of now, 10th rulers are, these grouping are supportive for the business instead of sales and trading, but these 5, 8, 12 also indicating weakness to the business. It can lead to loss or instability depending on the detailed signification only we can find it. So now let us go and check the self significations of all the planets and check their strength. Please understand, I can just straight away I can say that in which period the native got the problem and why it is so and all we can easily identify. But for your better learning purpose, I am taking each step slowly so that you can easily have a good learning, and which will be more useful for your practice. So now I have selected the event business all only. And now let us check each planet. Ketu occupying fifth house, 2 and 10 cuspal star lord, and 5 and 11 cuspal sub. Overall, this is good only, but 5 and, because 5 and 11 is good, but 5 alone is not good. Second planet, moon, is got 6, 8, and 8. It is at some weakness. So definitely this is not going to be very good, but it can be a mixed key planet. Favorable and also some weakness. And Venus, third lord, eighth lord occupying Lagna, 11th cuspal star lord, and 10th cuspal sublord. It is the primary cuspal sublord planet. But eighth lord also, that is not bad because 8 is not further supported. 3, 8, 1 and 11, it is supportive for some obstacles to the Lagna, but still favorable grouping are good, being the third lord and 10th sublord. So Venus we can give light green. And the sun planet, 7, 2 and 3, 7 and 11, it is good for the business prospects, dark green. And moon, 6, 8 and 8, it is not good. It is indicating sixth lord is fine only, occupying eighth house, and again eighth sublord, it is indicating definitely some weakness for the business prospect. So we can give it sun also. We can give pink shade, or we can give a light red also. So let us give a pink. Suppose more pinks are coming, then we can recheck all the pink shade planets and differentiate with some other colors. Mars planet is second lord, ninth lord occupying 12th house, and 4, 8, 12 star lord and seventh cuspal sublord. This is 2 and 7 are fine. Moving towards 9, 12, 4, 8, 12, this is not good. So though it is having some favorable houses, second lord as well, seventh sublord also, but 9, 12, that is also not bad. It is weak, but 8 and 12, moving towards 4, 8, 12, it is indicating weakness to differentiate. Suppose if we give a pink also, then we'll not be able to differentiate from other pink. So I like to give Mars light red. It indicating weakness is strongly present. And Rahu is 11th occupant, it is fine. And 2, 6, 12 cuspal sublord. 2 and 6 is good, but for the business, 6 and 12 is not good. So 6 and 12 cuspal sublord, it is not good, and representing Saturn also has got some weakness. So Rahu can be given pink shade. Next one is Jupiter. Jupiter is 10th Lord, 11th Lord occupying 4. This grouping is good. And 1, 5 star Lord. This is not bad. It is weak. Not bad because no 8th house and 12th house are connected and it is supportive to the Lagna. And 10, 11, 4, 1 and 5, 1 are indicating some weakness to the 10th house matters, but not detrimental. So what we can give Saturn, Jupiter, we can give blue color because it is indicating some weakness is there, but not detrimental. So we can also give light green or we can give blue also. 10th Lord, 11th Lord occupying 4th house, 1, 5 cuspal star Lord. So we can give this Jupiter also light green, right? It is indicating some weakness only. Right. So now that Saturn, Lagna Lord, 12th Lord occupying 11th house and 9th cuspal star Lord. So 1, 12 and 11, this is not bad, but 9th cuspal sublord, both favorable and some weakness also there, representing Rahu, favorable along with the 6 and 12. So we can make it being the Lagna Lord and 12th Lord, it can get the influence of the other planets. Suppose Saturn is getting the influence of the Mars by supports, or Rahu, already second planet, and Moon in supports. That Lagna will get the impact of the favorable and also unfavorable. So Saturn we can give is pink shade. It is a mixed one. And Mercury, fourth lord, fifth lord occupying second house, and sixth cuspal star lord, and 3, 4, 9 cuspal sublord. 3, 4, 9. So third house and ninth house and fourth house supportive for the business, for especially for sales and all. It is supportive, not very great extent, but it is supportive. 3, 4, and 9. Third house supported by the ninth house and fourth house also supportive. And 4, 5, 2, 6, they're all favorable only because of the fifth house and ninth house. We can say it is having some weakness. So I feel Mercury, it can be given pink shade because it has got both favorable and unfavorable. But we should be able to differentiate from other pink shades. Saturn has got 1, 12 and 9. So grouping is present, Saturn is fine. Rahu also 6 and 12 is there. Okay, Rahu is given pink shade. Moon is having that 6, 8 and 8. It is having pink shade. Is fine. And Ketu has got 5 and 2, 10 and 5. So Ketu having 5 and 11 and Mercury having these 5 and 9. This pink is different from these because they are not having the 12th house or 8th house in their grouping. At least Ketu has got Moon. So Mercury, instead of pink, we can give blue. Understand? So we can differentiate. Blue means it has got some weakness but not detrimental in this chart. So according to the chart, according to the planets, their signification, you can give your own colors. Okay, you can, for your better understanding. For my interpretation, I am giving the colors. You can also follow the same way or according to your understanding, you can give. The only idea is that by looking at the color, you should be able to differentiate with the other planets. So pink means it has got, some weakness along with that 8th house or 12th house, right? Here, mixed one along with that some weakness giving planet. Red color means, okay, weakness is more. And Jupiter and the Sun, the green colors are comparatively better. And blue means it is not so, having favorable with some weakness. In some other charts, blue I would have given for the houses favorable along with that 8th house or 12th house. In that case, other planet will have more green. So the only depending on the situation we can give it. I think you're able to understand. Now let us save colors and check the destiny and also the sub periods. Now let us go to the home page. And now let us examine the destiny. So let me keep open the, you can see self-significator along with the support planets. To get the support planets with the EPS colors which we assigned, go to house grouping and click ruler supports menu, then come back homeland. The color will get changed to the EPS colors. Ruler supports and click home, and now you click that control B, will get the both self-significators and also the support planets. So let me keep open that natal chart also here, and North Indian chart also. Okay. Now let us check the destiny. 10th Lord, 10th Cuspal Sublord. 10th Cuspal Sublord planet is 10th Cuspal Sublord is Venus. And 10th Lord is Jupiter. Venus and Jupiter we have to check. So let us check Venus first. Venus is 10th Cuspal Sublord. Venus itself is just 10th Cuspal Sublord Venus is green color planet in the star of Saturn. Saturn is pink. 1, 12, 11, 9. It is having some weakness at the star level. So 10th house matters are going to experience, and third house matters are going to experience. 8th house is going to get some supports. And 12 level is fine. And sublord planet Mars is red. That is not good. 7th sublord, but having got weakness, now you can see 8, 12 and 9, 6, 12 and again 9, 12 and 4, 8, 12 and Jupiter is somehow supportive. But you can see unfavorable grouping, 10th sublord planet in the star and sub of unfavorable grouping, and source planet itself is got the 8th lord also, 12, 9, 6 and 12 and 9, 12, 4, 8, 12 and 7. So it is indicating destiny is supportive for the business, but also supportive for the trouble. Because 10th sublord planet, Venus, suppose it is having, you can see where Venus is posted. Venus is in the sign of Jupiter. 10, 11 and 4 forming ruler link to the that source planet. So that way it is fine. Rulers links are present. But if you see that if you see that Mars is forming ruler link to the Venus, and look at that Saturn, star lord Saturn and sublord Mars. Mars is in the sign of Saturn only. So both are, I mean, connected to each other. So Saturn and Mars are forming ruler link. So this grouping is getting strongly connected, unfavorable to the 10th house. The Lagna is going to face struggles and losses also, because Rahu also present here. Saturn and Rahu conjoined. Mars also in the same sign of Saturn. Another sign of Saturn forming that connection, and that is not good. So that destiny is indicating, how it is supportive for own business. Venus is in the star of Saturn, Lagna ruler, and that Saturn is in the star of Sun. That Sun planet, you can see Sun planet is 7, 2, 3, 7 and 1. Sublord also 7. So this is supportive for the business as well, and it is also influenced by the unfavorable key planet. What is that? Mars is strongly unfavorable because Sun also in the sign of Mars, so they are connected, or a link, rulers link are present from Sun and Mars, because Sun in the sign of Mars, and Mars and Saturn also connected. So Mars and Saturn are connected, both are in the sign of Saturn only. So unfavorable key planet Mars is influencing the star lord also, 2A level also, sublord itself is Mars. This is indicating supportive significations for business to some extent, but ultimately the result giving planet is going to give loss. That is influencing the other levels also. That is the destiny indicated by the 10th cuspal sublord planet, right? Let us check 10th lord also to check its strength. 10th lord Jupiter, the Jupiter planet in the star of Rahu. I already discussed Rahu in indirectly conjoined with the Mars. The Mars is the unfavorable strong key planet, right? And sublord is Ketu. Where is Ketu? Ketu in the sign of Moon. And whether Ketu, where is Moon is posted? Moon is posted in the sign of Venus. That Moon also aspected by Mars by eighth aspect. So the Mars, the unfavorable key planet, is influencing the 10th lord by star level and sub level planet are all under the influence of the that Mars unfavorable key planet. So unfavorable key planets are ruling the star level and 2A level and sub level mixed key planet, further influenced by the red planet Mars by way of supports. So that way that is clearly indicating that one. So the destiny is supportive for the business, but not good for the stability. It is eligible to give loss also. That is what given by the 10th cuspal sublord planet. Right? So now what we have to check that native during that Mercury Dasa. Now Mercury Dasa started in October 2017. October that Mercury Dasa started. In Mercury Dasa, Mercury Bugdi itself in June 2018. Mercury Dasa, Mercury Bhukti, and Venus Antra that during this period the native started the business with his friends on the car spare parts business sales. Now, how come the Mercury is supportive for that business prospects? And in own Bugdi and Venus Antra, and loss also happened and closed in August end or September early in 2018 itself. Within 4 months period, business lost and closed. How come this Mercury Dasa, Mercury Bugdi supported for both and Venus Antra supported for the starting of the business and also closing of the business? That we have to check it. Please understand, whenever the Mercury is acting, especially for the business point of view, whenever Mercury Dasa is running, we need to be very careful because Mercury planet is the Karaka planet for business also. And importantly, Mercury planet is Karaga planet for natural zodiac 6th house. Because that is the 6th lord, and in natural zodiac, it can give trouble to the business. If it is connected to the 8th house and 12th house, it can cause dates and loss to the business, and Lagna will face lot of struggles. Dates also during this period, loans and dates. So whenever that period is running, we need to be very careful whenever the Mercury Dasa or Mercury periods are running. Let us check how come Mercury is supportive for both business and also loss during that own period. Mercury, which is the unfavorable key planet, Dasa, destiny planet, we already discussed in Venus, Saturn, and Mars. Strongly, Mars is unfavorable, influencing the destiny itself. Now let us check whether Mercury Dasa is under the influence of this unfavorable Saturn and Mars. Mercury is blue because favorable along with this some weakness, but it is supportive for the sales and related trading related business because 4, 5, 2, 6, 3, 4, and 9, right? Star level planet Venus is also fine green color planet supportive to the third house matter, but star lord or the star lord Saturn is indicating some weakness. The unfavorable key planet which is influencing the destiny planet itself is ruling the star level, and in the star of Saturn it is indicating weakness to the business, right? Now, whether Mercury is under the influence of Saturn or Mars, the role of Mars is not present. Let us check. We Mercury in the sign of Mars itself. We can see in the support planets table, Mercury in the sign of Mars. So Mercury influenced by Mars. That too, Mars is a free planet, so its role is limited only by way of supports or sublord or sub sublord only. So Mercury is through supports it is influencing, getting the influence from the Mars, and any other planet, Ketu, Moon are present. So that Ketu and Moon are also having some, definitely Moon is 688. It is also influencing Mercury. So Mars and Moon are influencing Mercury and star level Venus. Let us check Venus. Venus is having not that Mars, but got that Moon, Ketu, Rahu, and Saturn. The other unfavorable key planet, importantly, Moon is playing role and Saturn also playing role, which is the unfavorable key planet of the destiny, and also that Venus is in the star of Saturn itself. So Saturn is forming ruler link. So star level planet Venus is in the star of Saturn. Saturn is influencing the Venus, and 8 and 12 grouping that is influencing the source planet. Fourth lord, fifth lord is getting support of the 8th house and 12th house. This grouping is not good. Already Mercury is influenced by Mars and Moon, and that's 2 level planet Saturn also under the influence of Mars and Moon. So this is under the influence of Mars and Moon. This is under the influence of Mars and Moon. What about Sun? Sun is good. Sun in the star of Venus, that is also fine. Let us check. Sun is also under the influence of Mars and Moon. Yes, Sun also you can see in the sign of Mars and having got Moon. So that way, Sun is also under the influence of the Mars. And I mean, and the star lord or the sublord is Venus, that already discussed. That is under the influence of Moon and Saturn. It means what? That Dasa Lord Mercury is supportive with the favorable significations for starting the business, but it is having some weakness at the 2A level planet, star level planet, 10th ruler, 10th sublord itself in the star of Saturn. It is indicating some weakness to the 10th house matters at the effect, further influenced by the that Mars and Moon and the source level, 2A level, sub level, or under the influence of the Mars and Moon, which is already, and Saturn also. They are influencing the book, that the destiny planet. So it is supportive, but when Mercury on its own not strongly unfavorable, it has got some weakness at the star level planet and sub-level planet also favorable only, but under the influence of the unfavorable key planet. So Mercury, the Karaga planet, as I said, for the business, under the influence of say 5, 6, 8, and 12 also, it can cause trouble or loss. It can give loss also during that Buddhi Lord or Antra Lord, in which period that significations are strongly influencing, right? But in Mercury Dasa, Mercury Buddhi itself, if you look at, they are all supportive. But only indirectly it is getting the trouble from the star level planet. Venus imported, I mean, supported further by the 2A level planet, and other unfavorable key planet, Mars and Saturn, are influencing them. So during Mercury, the native got the interest to join the, I mean, start the business, that is supported. And in Venus Antra, Venus is the one which is supporting to the Venus for the, the Mercury, the Star Lord. Venus planet is the star lord planet supporting to the Mercury, that is Dasa Lord, and also Buddhi Lord, favoring for the business, and also it has got trouble giving houses, that we have to keep it in mind. That when Venus started, third Lord, because supportive for the sales business, and 10th sublord also, that Venus in the star of Saturn, already discussed when we studied about the destiny. Sublord is Mars. They're all connected to each other. Saturn and Mars are connected. So during this Antra itself, that native started the business. Result given by the Mars supported by the star level Saturn, both are combinedly giving trouble to that Venus. So that Dasa Bugdi planet is Mercury itself, supportive for own business because sublord is supportive, but that sublord also under the influence of the unfavorable or trouble-giving planet Mars and Moon, and that way all the rulers are under the influence of the unfavorable key planet. So that unfavorable key planet itself is playing role for star level and sub level for the Venus, which is also supportive, but also supportive for the loss also. Because of that, within the same Venus Antra, not in Venus Bhukti, Mercury Dasa, Mercury Bhukti, and Venus Antra, that native started the business, and within that Venus Antra, during that process, within 3-4 months, he found, loss of business, lot of obstacles, hurdles. Then they closed the business within that Venus Antra itself. I think you're able to understand how come that whenever the destiny planet, we have to keep it in one thing that whenever the destiny planet itself is indicating strong obstacles and hurdles during its period, when it is going to run as the Bugdilad or Antralad, the destiny planet is capable to give that result. Because destiny planet itself is indicating a weakness, that planet will give weakness, definitely. It will not be favorable for the favorable significations. I think you're able to understand the role of the key planets, which is influencing the destiny, influencing the Dasa Lord, and also, that Antra Lord, which is supported for the business and also for the loss. Suppose in this case, Mercury is good, influenced by the unfavorable key planet by way of supports and also rulers, 2A level, star level planet having got weakness. Suppose destiny planet, 10th cuspal sublord planet, what we discussed, instead of Venus, if it is some other planet and not having this connection, 4812 Mars is not the sublord for the Venus. It is sublord for the Venus, and Venus is in the star of Saturn and sub of Mars, both are connected, and 10th sublord is forming 3812 grouping and 3858 grouping. It is supportive for the loss. Suppose the destiny is not signifying such a problem. Destiny is not under the influence of the unfavorable Mars and Saturn in the ruler. During that Mercury Dasa, Mercury Bugdi, definitely that Mercury would have not given such loss and closing of the business. Definitely there will be some setbacks, some hurdles, and there will be changes or challenges in the business and lack of profit. Profit may be moderate, so the native can experience such issues, but not the complete loss and closing of the business, because the destiny is indicating that destiny is unfavorable key planet itself is influencing the Dasa Lord, and also in which period they started the business. That also in Antra itself, Venus, in the same Antra he started, in the same within Antra, same Antra they closed the business. They should not have started the business in the same Antra. That would have further added to lose the business within the same mantra and close off the business also. I think you're able to understand. We'll meet in the next video. Good luck.